how long do you plan on staying in your home? This is something you should really consider when you go to pick out your roof. So when you pick out a roof, they can vary a little bit in price and some other features, warranties, things of that nature. And if you are going to be picking out a roof, ask yourself, how long do I plan on staying in this home? That could vary some of the decisions that you're going to make when it comes to picking out a new roof shingle. So for asphalt products, there's a lot of similar products out there, and there's some various products. For more information about like colors, I did a whole video on picking your colors out. And for more information about the quality of products and the grade of products, I did a whole separate video on that. But quite simply put, when I'm evaluating things like manufacturer's warranties, workmanship warranties, what benefits or perks that shingles offers, and if it's an upgraded cost, there's a regular roof price and then there's this upgraded cost to go to that. Am I really even going to see the benefit of that? How's that going to help me over the course of 3, 4, 5, 10 years in that home? If I know that I've just moved in this home, I'm going to be in this area for a long time, I probably want to consider something that's going to reflect that. Longer workmanship warranties, higher quality manufacturer warranties, things that I know are going to stand behind the products and the work for the time that I'm going to be on the home. So it's something to really consider there. And then are there other benefits, which I talk about these in other videos, but like things of algae resistance. If you're in an area that gets algae staining, I may want to have a shingle that has a longer or more robust guarantee against algae resistance, or guarantees against 2 or 3 strands of algae instead of only 1, which is a little fun fact for you. A lot of manufacturers only have a guarantee against 1 strand of algae. So again, how do I protect the overall aesthetics of my home in the long term? If you're in a market that is heavy on winds, did I get one that has a really, really high wind resistance? And did I have them install it with the high wind rating, the more frequent nails? Oftentimes that's going to change the nailing pattern from 4 nails to 6 nails. So regionally, I may want to understand, if I plan on being in this home, how long does that wind guarantee last? For a lot of manufacturers, their wind guarantee, 5, 10, or 15 years. So even though the shingle may be a 50-year shingle, or a 30-year shingle even, that wind guarantee stops much sooner than the guarantee of the shingle. So understand that if you're in a wind market and this is a home that is going to be a long-term home for you, you may want to be looking at products that have longer-term warranties, guarantees, or assurances as it relates to wind. Let's say you're in a hail zone, a market that gets hail every 2, 3, 4, 5 years, something like that. You may consider an impact-resistant shingle, but understand there's pros and cons to that as well. If you don't want to have to go through replacing that roof or dealing with damage or filing a claim, an impact-resistant shingle may give you the benefit of preventing some of those claims. But the flip side of that is you have to understand what that means with your insurance company, and you really should ask questions. You may get an awesome discount on your annual homeowner's premium for having an impact-resistant shingle. But when they add that discount, they usually take away what they'll consider for hail. So there could be some exclusions or heavy requirements for what they actually consider damage for hail, and that may never be considered for a hail damage claim. So know that you're getting this discount, but if there is damage in the future, you may have to pay 100% out of pocket, again, which is perfectly fine, as long as you understand that that's a reality you may face. So time in home is something you should really consider. Region is something you consider when you start looking at what shingle you want to pick and what's best suited for you. Let's say you're going to be short-term in that home. There's 2 sides to this argument. One is you get something really nice, long warranties, and all that, you make it very robust. But if you think you're going to be in that home for a short term, I would want to check if I'm getting those more premium warranties, the longer term guarantees, are they transferable to the next person? Because then that becomes a selling feature to the next buyer. Hey, I knew I was only going to be in this home for 5 years, but I have a 10-year workmanship warranty, and the other half transfers to the person buying the home. See, that's one school of thought, is buy the premium stuff, but make sure it all transfers, and now you've got a nice selling feature, even though you know you were going to be in that home for a short period of time. The other school of thought would be, don't add any of the frills. If you know that you're going to be in that house for a short period of time, maybe you take the road of, let me do something that's an affordable shingle, doesn't have a lot of frills and features, not worried about damage and wind and hail and things of that nature, and has shorter term workmanship warranties or guarantees, and you're not worried about transferring those to the next person. You're never going to pitch that as a selling benefit when you go to sell the home. These are all little things that owners often don't pause and think about. when they are shopping for a roofer, then shopping for what shingle they want to select, and they're looking at 3 options, a good, better, best option, and they're trying to weigh what option I want. Before you go extend another $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 on a premium option, who gets the benefit of that premium option? And that premium option may be a product, it may be a warranty, it may be a combination of product and warranty, guarantees of what that product does or how it performs. But before you take on that premium option, think to yourself, do I get ROI on this? Do I have a return on my investment? Am I going to enjoy all the benefits of this? And if I'm not going to enjoy the benefits of it, do I get to pass those benefits on as a selling feature? Or do I not want any of those benefits because I'm going to be here so short and I don't care to pass those on or use that as a selling feature? These are some small schools of thought that are very, very important to consider when you pick out your roofing contractor, their workmanship warranties, your shingle, and the shingle's promises, warranties, guarantees, and assurances. Ask yourself the question, how long do I think I'm going to spend in this home before you just pick out a shingle without any thought or pick the expensive option without realizing will you get a benefit from that expensive option. I hope this helps understand kind of how long you're in the house plays a factor into shopping for that. For more information about other things like colors and types of products, check out some of my other videos. And for more information in general about roofing, roofing products, roof replacement, what to expect, things like that, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow.